Come up high onto the fingertips and walk the hands over to the right. Let the right hand wrap behind you. Just ground through the left side body. Continuing with your breath. Deep inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Let the right arm join the left. Come back through the center. If you have a playlist that you're going to play, go ahead and start it now on song 2. Staying in that child's pose position in the center, high under the fingertips if you're not moving your playlist. And then we'll all join together, walk the hands over to the other side. Take the left hand, wrap it behind, ground through the right side body. 2 big belly breaths, inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale. Left hand joins the right, come back through the center, slither forward into puppy pose. First one of the day, well, for some, maybe this is your second. So maybe the forehead comes to the mat, maybe the chin, don't force anything, just breathe. If you're feeling a stretch along the front of the body, you're in the position. Hold the concentration by focusing on the breath. Remember, it's easy to focus on the breath as these movements are simple. And as we're holding the poses, it gets a little more complicated to breathe as we speed up the movement. So enjoy this pace right now. Last breath here, deep inhale. And then as you exhale, press back through child's pose. And then inhale again, forward into a tabletop position. Shoulders are stacked on the wrists, hips are stacked on the knees. Engage the belly and neutralize the spine. Inhale the right arm and the left leg, opposite direction. Be careful not to lift the leg above the butt. Neutralize the spine. Reach forward, flex the foot that's in the air, and then rotate the foot in the hand. Reverse it, crack, 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 crack. And then reach behind, grab the foot. Kick the foot and the hand into one another, lift up. Breathe. 1 deep inhale. 1 deep exhale. Inhale, extend, release. Down, tabletop, sorry. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Again, reach it out, opposite direction. Neutralize that pelvic floor. So press the mat away from that right hand. Knit the ribs in. Flex the foot that's in the air. Rotate. And foot. Reverse. Deep inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, reach behind and grab the foot. Kick the foot in the hand into one another. Open up. One more deep inhale. One more deep exhale. Inhale again, extend. Exhale, release, tabletop. Inhale, you curl the toes. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Spread the fingers nice and wide and flatten them out. Try not to grip the mat. So specifically between that thumb and index, press through that space. The arms are straight. The chest is reaching back towards the thighs, the heel down towards the earth. Walk your dog. Do what feels good here. Bend the right, bend the left. Inhale, come up high on the toes. As you exhale, drop the heels over to the right. Again, inhale, come up high on the toes. Drop the heels over to the left. Inhale again, high on the toes. As you exhale, bend the knees as if you're hovering your child's pose. Inhale, straighten the legs, lift the hips. Exhale, press the heels down. Ripple forward, inhale, high plank pose. Shoulders are stacked on the wrists. The fingers are still spread wide. Spiral the inside creases of the elbows forward. So you're pressing the mat away. You're wrapping the triceps, knitting the ribs, high on the toes, deep inhale. As you exhale, downward facing dog, hips high, heels low. Take a breath in through the nose. Out of the mouth this time, side out. Inhale the right leg high. Bend the leg, the foot drops, the knee lifts. Try to tap that imaginary neighbor over there on the left, that virtual neighbor. Tap, tap, tap. And then inhale, straighten the legs, square everything off. As you exhale, bring it in, knee to nose, round the spine. Shift forward, tap that right tricep. Drop it down to the wrist. Bring it back up to the tricep. Three dog split, right leg high. Again, bend the leg, drop the foot, lift the knee. Try to tap that knee. Inhale, straighten the leg, square it off. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Shift forward, tap that right tricep. This time, bring it over to the left tricep. Straighten the leg out, fallen triangle. Left arm comes up and over. First back bend of the claps. Deep inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, left hand comes down, the right leg comes back up. Three dog split. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge. Foot drops between the hands, the back knee releases. Inhale, the arms come up overhead. As you exhale, interlace the hands behind the back. Drop the arms, lift the chest, look up. Pull your front hip back, root through your back knee. Inhale, release the arms back up overhead. As you exhale, hands to the mat. Curl the back toes, standing split. Fold over the front leg as the back leg lifts off the mat. First one, so just be careful, be mindful. Don't force it. Don't ever force it. Inhale, lengthen, lengthen. As you exhale, pyramid pose. Release the foot about 2 feet behind you, both toes face front. Folding over that front leg. If you want more added balance, interlace the hands behind the back. Root through both heels. Press through the big toe of your front foot. Relax your head, forehead towards shin. Breathe. One more. And exhale, release the hands. Inhale, flat back. Back foot meets the front halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the legs, roll up nice and slow, vertebrae by vertebrae. Continue the arms up overhead. Look up. Exhale, draw it in, heart center. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back halfway. Fingertips rest, so they have to be on the mat, your block, or your shins. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Bend your legs. Knit the ribs, breathe. One more deep inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Plant the hands, walk the feet back, downward facing dog. Inhale, you ripple forward, high plank pose. Again, shoulders stacked on wrists. Inside creases of the elbows, take a look at them. Spiral them forward. Press the mat away, broadening through the shoulders. Deep inhale. As you exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, shift forward, cobra or up dog. Exhale, bringing it back, downward facing dog or moving through tabletop. Take a breath in through the nose. And out through the nose. Inhale the left leg. Bend the leg. Try to tap that other neighbor over there that you can't see, but you can feel. You can feel the energy, can't you? Inhale, straighten the legs, square it up. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Shift forward, tap that left tricep. Arms are strong and straight, chin in line. Drop it down to the wrist. Back up to the tricep. Inhale that left leg high. Bend it, try to tap that neighbor again. And then inhale, straighten the legs, square it up. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Shift forward, right tricep, opposite tricep, gazes forward, chin out. Straighten that leg out, fall in triangle, right arm comes up and around, second back. Deep inhale, lengthen, extend. As you exhale, right hand comes down, left leg back up high, three dog split. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge, release the back knee towards the earth. Inhale, the arms come up overhead. As you exhale, interlace the hands, let's switch up your grip. Straighten the arms, open the chest, pull that front hip back. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale the arms back up overhead. As you exhale, hands to the mat. Curl the back toes, fold over the front leg, standing split. Breathe. Inhale, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, pyramid pose. Back toes about 3 feet behind, fold forward. If you want to add some balance, interlace the hands, switch up the grip again. Lengthen through the spine, look at the toes, deep inhale. Deep exhale. Release the hands towards the mat. Inhale, flat back, back foot meets the front. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, inhale out, nice big breath, take it back. As you exhale, draw it in, heart center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back halfway. Step it back, hop it back, high plank to low. Inhale, shift forward, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high, heels low. Inhale, look between the hands. As you exhale, step, hop or float, fold forward. Inhale, flat back halfway. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, inhale up, nice big breath. As you exhale, draw in heart center. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back halfway. Exhale, step or hop it back, low plank, sun salutation A. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look between the hands as you exhale, step, hop or float. Inhale, flat back halfway. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, inhale up, take it back, and draw it in, heart center. One more, that's it. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Find your fire breath, guys. Inhale, flat back halfway. Step or hop it, high to low plank. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take the right leg up. Bend the leg. Yawn it open. Straighten that leg, square it off. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Shift forward, crescent lunge. So the back heel's high. You can release the back knee if you need to modify. Squeeze the inner thighs towards one another. So pull your front hip back, but lunge so the knee is stacked on the ankle. Press the back hip forward, bend the back leg, neutralize the pelvic area. And then if you'd like, you can start to straighten, getting a nice stretch in that hip flexor. Water wheel those arms, left arm forward, right arm reaches behind. Exalt the warrior, back hand towards the back leg, lifting up through the left side. Deep inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, left hand comes all the way down to the mat, revolve. Squeeze those inner thighs together, reach, stack the shoulders, breathe. Reach the crown of the head forward. One more breath. Hand that's in the air, bring it down outside of the foot. Hand that's on the mat, bring it up. Drop that back heel down, side angle. If you need to, forearm comes to the thigh. Breathe. Hand that's in the air, extend it forward. Let the palm face down. Press the knee out as you press the arm in. One more breath. Warrior two, root to rise. Nice strong warrior legs. Knee is sacked on the ankle. Neutralize that pelvic area. So energetically take your heels and scoot them towards one another. Feel the tendency to lift up and out there. And then arms are strong. Don't forget about that back arm. Flip the front palm, take the thumb and the index finger together. Receiving mudra, peace and wisdom. Inhale, exalt your warrior, reverse, back hand, back leg. Exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh or hand to the mat. Inhale, reverse the warrior, holding that mudra. Exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, windmill the arms down to the mat and flow high to low. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog for 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look between the hands. As you exhale, step, hop, float, big butt up. Inhale, flat back halfway. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, inhale up, take it back. At least look up. Exhale, draw it in, heart center. Let's close the eyes for a moment. Natural sway of the body, but rooting your heels into your earth. Focus on that third eye. Feel the heart beating. Feel the energy you created. Blink the eyes open. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back halfway. Plant the hand, step or hop it back, low plank. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. I don't know what I did here. Inhale up. Exhale, bring it through, crescent lunge. All right, so square the hips off. You're high on the back toes, but you're lunging so the front knee is stacked on the ankle. Squeeze the inner thighs, reach the arms up, but the shoulders hug and wrap. Water wheel the arms, right arm forward, left arm back. Squeeze again. Exalt the warrior, back hand towards the back leg, opening up through the right side. Deep inhale. As you exhale, right hand comes down, revolve, crescent, squeeze again. Take the drishti up, but reach the crown of the head forward. Lengthen through your back leg, pressing through the big toe. Hand that's in the air, bring it down outside of that foot. Hand that's on the mat, lift it up. Palm faces forward, it reaches forward. Back heel comes down, side angle. If you need to take the forearm to the thigh, feel free. Soften that shoulder that's in the air. Breathe. Warrior two. Nice strong legs, strong arms. Again, energetically take the heels, scoot them towards one another and lift up. Back arm is strong and straight. Flip the front hand, thumb and index together. Reverse the warrior, back hand, back hand. Exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh or hand towards the earth. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle. Make sure you're breathing, yogis. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle, taking a full breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, find your edge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, windmill the arms down to the mat and flow high to low. Inhale, up dog. Low plank. High plank. One more time, low plank. You've got this, guys. Inhale, up dog, knees to the mat if you need. Low plank. High plank. Down dog, child's pose, or dolphin. Take 3 breaths. Two breaths. One breath. You're in child's pose or dolphin, meet us in down dog. Adho Mukha Savasana. Inhale, look between the hands. As you exhale, step, hop, or float again, but up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward. Root to rise, inhale up, nice big breath. Draw it in, heart center. Release the hands, Tadasana pose. Close the eyes, focus on that third eye. Root the heels. Open the heart. Feel that heart beating. Again, natural sway of the body. This time, set your intention. Be clear. Be bold. Be concise. What it is that you need. What will balance you out right here, right now, in this moment? All right, blink the eyes open. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, sit down, chair pose. So important, again, not to start to arch the back, right? So take the tailbone, start to press it down. When you do that, the hip points naturally come up, and you get this little C with the front of the body. You get length in the back of the body. If you create tension by reaching the arms up, take the hands to heart center. You can choose the intensity of your practice, but hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself accountable for your practice at home. Don't stop, don't give up, get right back on your mat and be here with us. Stand tall, Tadasana, close the eyes. Inhale, chair pose, sit down. Sweep the hands behind. Stay low, sweep the arms forward. Sweep the arms behind. Sweep the arms forward. Last time, sweep the arms behind, interlace if you can. Straighten the arms, open the chest, keep the butt parallel. Drop it lower, lower, lower. And now keep the arms interlaced, just fold forward, Uttanasana. And inhale, release the hands, flat back halfway. Exhale, step or hop it back, low plank. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg comes high. Inhale. Exhale, bring it through, crescent lunge. Inhale, the arms come up overhead. Exhale, exalt your warrior, left arm forward. Inhale, back hand reaches for the back leg. Exhale, left hand comes down, right hand comes high. Revolve, crescent lunge. Side plank, hook the big toe with the 2-piece fingers. Even if the leg's bent, maybe you just want to start that practice. One more breath. Inhale, take the gaze up. We're all going to lift that top leg, bring it back forward for a crescent lunge. Both hands stay on the mat though, sorry, low runners. Right hand's going to stay towards that earth, left hand lifts up. We've already been here, second time around. Drop that back heel down, side. Reverse the warrior, root to rise. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, root to rise. Reverse the warrior. And then exhale, side angle. This time take a bind if it's in the practice. I encourage you to stay and not fly. 3 breaths. Press the knee out as you push the hips forward. Root through your back heel. Open up through the chest. Maybe take the gaze up. One more breath. Release the bind if you have it. Warrior 2, staying in that lunge, staying in the fire, but you're calm because you're in the mind, you're in the breath. Straighten that front leg as you inhale. Exhale, hinge forward, triangle pose. The hand can rest anywhere on that shin or the inside or outside of your foot. Maybe a block or a pillow or a kid or a dog. Press through your big toe and root through your back heel. Snap the hand that's in the air. Rotate the wrist. Reverse. All right, hand that's in the air, extend it forward, side stretch. We're going to square off the chest, keep it lifted, reach the right arm forward. Warrior 3, bending through that front leg, lifting the back leg. See if you can keep the arms out front or take them to heart center or shooting them back into Superman. One more breath. Standing split, fold over that front leg as the back leg lifts off. Bend the leg that's in the air. Take the opposite hand, which is going to be the right hand, and see if you can grab that foot that's in the air. If you can, pull the heel towards the butt, lift the knee up towards the ceiling, and take a gaze up. One more inhale. One more exhale. Next inhale, open up Ardha Chandasana, which is half moon. Stacking the body, stacking the shoulders, stacking the hips. Flex the foot that's in the air. Engage that leg. You want the foot in line with the hip, so if you feel like you're falling back, it's probably because that leg is behind you. Get it in line with the hip. One more breath. I know it's burning. My leg's burning too. You can do this. Warrior 3. Come on, guys. Stand tall, Tadasana. Keep the right leg rooted. Just close the eyes. Take a breath. Feel the difference, but don't react to it. One more. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, chair pose, sit down. Okay. Thunderbolt the arms. Reach the arms forward. Thunderbolt the arms. Reach the arms forward. Crow pose. Plant the hands, lift the butt up, get the knees onto the arms. Try it. You don't know until you try. Believe in yourself. One day you might do it, especially if you're practicing every day. It builds. The practice builds. The vinyasas build. They create the foundation for these more advanced poses. All right, tap the feet back down, chair pose. One more breath. Exhale, fold forward. This time, step on the hands. So bend the legs as much as you need to. Get the toes into the crease of the wrists. Relax your head. It's important. No wrinkles in the back of the neck. Forehead is reaching towards your shins. Legs are as bent as you need them. Breathe. See if you can rock a little more into the toes. Maybe if you want more, you straighten the legs, fold the body in half. One more breath. And go ahead and release the hands. Inhale, flat back halfway. Exhale, step or hop it back, low plank. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take the elbows down to the mat before we go on to that next leg for dolphin pose. So notice if you sink, if your head is like really close to the mat, that's the progression here. That's the first part of this pose. Keep pressing the mat away from the forearms, creating length, creating space. If you've got that, walk your feet a little bit closer. Keep pressing the mat away. Keep rounding out through that upper body. 2 more breaths, breathing. One more breath. Now see if you can both arms at the same time straighten up, down dog. Yeah, there you go, guys. Inhale the left leg up. I have no idea if you did it, but I'm going to believe that you did. Exhale, bring it in, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale, bring it through, crescent lunge. Inhale, the arms come up overhead. As you exhale, water wheel the arms. Right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, exalt the warrior. Back hand towards the back leg. Exhale, right hand all the way down to the earth. Revolve triangle. Squeeze the inner thigh. Stack the shoulders. Eye on the back toe. If you'd like side plank, maybe you try the option. Just try, just try, just try. Hook the big toe. 2 peace fingers. Doesn't matter if the leg's bent. If the leg is straight. You got 1 more breath. And everyone lift that top leg. Bring it back forward for crescent lunge, but keep the hands on the mat. I did it again. No runner's lunge. I mean. Left hand's going to stay. No, right hand's going to stay. Left hand's going to lift up. Is that right? Yeah. Drop the back heel down. Side angle. Oh, right hand up. Yeah, left hand down. That wasn't right, guys. Thank you. You did not tell me. Reverse the warrior. Root to rise. Exhale, side angle. Forearm to thigh or hand to the mat. Again, reverse the warrior. Last time. Exhale, side angle, taking your bind. Try to stay. Don't fly. Hold it. Pull the shoulders back. Root through your back heel. Knit the belly in. Breathe. 2 more. 1 more. You have the bind, release. Warrior 2, here's the fire. Go into it. Go deeper. Go deeper. Straighten that front leg. Triangle pose. Hinge forward. Release the hand down. Pull the shoulders back as you press the hips forward. You're not arching the back, but try to stack the torso on your front leg. And then notice how you're leaning in your pinky. Press through the big toe. Snap the hand that's in the air. Rotate the wrist. Reverse. And then hand that's in the air, extend forward, side body stretch. Now, both hands are gonna reach forward, stacking the torso on top of the front leg. Good, one more breath. And release the hands down. Pyramid pose, holding over that front leg. Take a breath. Rooting through your back heel. When you're ready, standing split, fold over the front leg, lift the back leg up. I know we went into warrior 3 from there, so we'll get to it. Framing that front foot, maybe you're looking at the toes, maybe you're just looking up and under at the ceiling. You have one more breath, and then we're gonna bend the leg. The opposite hand, the left hand, see if you can grab that foot that's in the air. Pull the heel down as you lift the knee up, stretching through that quadricep. And then releasing that foot. Let's do warrior 3 before half moon, because that's a challenging transition. Slight up dog chest, lengthen through the leg that's in the air. Breathe, smile. And then half moon, left hand comes down, right hand comes high. Breathe into that leg, guys. Don't react to it, just breathe into it. Notice it, just like you notice the distractions. One more breath. All right, back to warrior 3. You can do this, working the hip. And then Tadasana pose. Keep the left leg rooted. Just close the eyes and feel it. Breathe. One more breath. Creating that internal fire, but maintaining that internal peace. Inhale the arms up overhead. You do it with the breath. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back halfway. Step or hop it back, low plank. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. Hover, hover, hover. Nice. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Child's pose or dolphin round 3. So if you're taking dolphin, again, you want to parallel lines. So the elbows under the shoulders, the hands in line. Eventually you can interlace the hands, but I encourage you to create the strength this way. It's just 2 more breaths. If you want, you can lift a leg, maybe little hops, right? One more breath. If you need to, tap the knees for a moment, take a breath. Lift back up, dolphin pose. Lift the other leg. Again, maybe hop, just 2 breaths. Maybe little hops. Then you keep the integrity, space between the floor and the mat. All right, knees to the mat. Ustrasana, camel pose. Hands come to the small of the back or reach for the heels. You can you can also come up onto the toes so the heels are a little closer. Just depends on where you are. If you have the hands in the small of the back, I want you to focus on squeezing the elbows behind you. Press the hips forward, lift the heart up, keep the neck in line with the spine, and breathe for 3. For 2. Squeeze those elbows for 1. Slowly come up, supported. Separate the feet, sit the bum down between. If you have a block or you're using your kid, grab them, sit on them for hero pose. Close the eyes. If you want to come back, come back. It's just 3 breaths. Not quite ready for yin, but slowly creeping up to it. 2 breaths. Maintain the focus on the breath. That is the practice. That is slowing all the other reactive thoughts gone. You can acknowledge that you have them, but come back to the breath. Redirect like you would a child. Come back up without thought. Just let the body move. Start to experience that without trying to understand or conceptualize it. Hands to the small of the back or reach for the heels. Right on into it, camel pose. Breathe. 2. 1. Slowly coming back up. Again, revisiting hero pose. Separate the feet, sit down between, grab the kid, close the eyes for 3. Relax your jaw. A little bit of peace in the chaos. 2. 1. Walk the hands out in front of you, curl the toes downward facing. You can pedal the feet here. Walk it out. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank pull. Start with the left leg, lift it up and not too high. You don't want to arch the back. So this is an arched back. This is not, right? Left knee, left tricep. Left wrist, left tricep. Left wrist, left tricep. Left wrist, it sounds like a song. Left tricep, left wrist, left tricep, left wrist. Last one, left tricep, hold. 3, 2, 1. Down. Take a breath. Out of the mouth, let it go. We got another leg. Shift forward, high plank. All right, right leg again. Don't lift it so high you arch. Keep the integrity. Tricep and wrist. Tricep, wrist, sing it. Tricep, wrist, yeah. Tricep, wrist. I know I'm dark. Tricep, wrist, tricep, wrist. Last one, tricep, hold. Down dog. Walk the hands back to meet the feet. Interlace the hands behind your back. Hold. Breathe. For 2. For 1. Release the hands. Walk it out. Down dog into high plank pose. Lower halfway, hover. Come back up, hold. Lower halfway. Come back up, hold. Lower all the way down. Feet are mat distance, come onto the forearms, the elbows for Sphinx pose. Let the shoulders be on top of the elbows and the hands are a little wider. Chin is parallel to the earth. Roll the shoulders down and away from the ears. Engage the core, engage the glutes. If you want to test and move your hands and see how much you're supporting, feel free. If not, just close the eyes for 5. So now is a great time to come back into that tension, not allowing the mind to be distracted in the first sight of stillness or slowing down. So notice how distracted you are. Don't judge it. Maybe you're not distracted today. Maybe you're in a deep breath practice and you're in that state of concentration and you're jamming out. Maybe you're having a little hard time focusing. So just focus on the breath. Trust me. Trust that practice if you want it. Accountability. One more breath. Lower down either ear of the mat. Pause for a moment. Just let the spine naturally reset. You want to shimmy out, shake the hips out a little, you can. And then we'll go ahead and bend the legs and windshield wiper the feet. Left, right, left, right. All right. Release the feet back down. Bring the hands next to the chest. Going through tabletop into downward facing dog. We're going to separate the hands. We're going to all do this because you're strong warriors. Come onto the fingertips. Look forward. You're a little spring of fire. Hop through. You did it! Boat pose. Low boat. High boat. It's not a pause. Low boat. High. It's a trend. Whoa, I fell. High boat. Low boat. High boat. Low. Last 3. 2. 1. Low boat. Hover. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Feet come to the mat. One breath here. Out of the mouth. Let it go. No thoughts. Just move. Inhale. Wheel. Back bend. Come on up. You can do it. Notice that the feet come out to the side. Try to bring them back to that 12 o'clock. Hug the knees. Straighten the arms. Root to rise and breathe for 2. 4, 1. Bring it down. Pause. Take a breath. Last and final one. Come on up. Don't think, just move. Bridge or wheel. Fingers are spread wide. Toes are at 12 o'clock. Hug the knees in. Squeeze the glutes. Lift up, up, up. Smile. Stay up, up, up for one. Yeah, go ahead, bring it down. This time, hug the knees into the chest and just be. Feel that heart beating. Feel that energy transferring throughout you. Maybe dispelling some heat. Expelling. All right. Happy yin, happy baby. Come on into it. So you guys, for our yin, what does that mean? It means we're holding poses. So where's the practice of yoga and holding poses? It's the same, slowing the fluctuations of the mind. It's even more challenging for you right here, right now to be focused, or you might have a more challenging time during the busier part of class because it's hard. So one's hard, one's boring, for lack of better words. So those are the distractions of the mind: boredom, discomfort. The ego says, let's move, let's do, let's get comfortable. But we know that we don't grow, that we don't evolve in our comfort zone. So this should be a great big fat lesson for all of us, because I know no one is comfortable. Everyone has uncomfortable feelings that pop up every now and then. But what our yoga practice has taught us is that we'll be okay, even when we're not okay. And what our yoga practice has taught us is that this too shall pass. But these feelings shall too pass. So be with it. Don't run from it. Don't relive it again and again and again because you ran from it right now. Just be in it. Experience it. Talk about it. Share. Cry. Laugh. But breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. So the moment you start to get fidgety, that's the first inclination that you want to come out. That thought may have not even reached your brain yet, but the body's starting to wiggle. Notice that. Find the stillness. That's why we practice being still in these poses. Because it's uncomfortable. Because it's hard. And our shit shows when we're challenged. Yoga says to pay attention to that. Yoga will never tell you what to do. It'll just say be aware of what you're doing. And then you have freedom of choice. 5 more breaths, guys. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders, wherever that tension has crept in, let it go. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Stay with it. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Go ahead and just straighten the legs straight up. Lift the arms up. You can do this. Notice where you feel that sensation. Identify it. Don't judge it. Just notice. We're training ourselves to witness, to observe, without getting involved. Without having to be attached to every single emotion, to have to react to everything that we feel. I used to think that when I was young. Every feeling I had, I needed to express. My poor boyfriend. You know, sometimes we need to internalize, we need to feel, we need to actually be able to understand what it is, process what it is that we're feeling before we start to communicate. And we do that by practicing stillness. You know, every religion in some form or another says, be still and hear God, or be still and hear yourself. Be still and see the world. So it's not just the yogis. This is a universal truth. Through the practice of stillness, we reveal who we are. We start to see with clarity. We start to see truth. We'll take 3 more breaths. 2, close the eyes, focus on that third eye. Maybe you start to decalcify it and see some colors. Get a download or some answers. 1 more breath. You know, we have all the answers that we need. Our soul has so much wisdom. It has all the truths. We just have to get out of our own way. I'm going to go ahead and hug the knees into the chest, release the hands down to the mat. Go ahead and rock side to side. It should feel nice. And then straighten the legs out. Roll onto the stomach. And we'll press back kind of like in a tabletop position. So you do want to come onto your hands and knees. Lift the right arm straight up towards the ceiling or the sky. And then weave it under for a shoulder stretch. Now, I like to keep my hips up and then square off my shoulders. So I do that by reaching the right arm out, or the left arm out, excuse me, and then pull that right arm back towards the right shoulder. So bringing my forehead towards the mat. That gives me the deeper stretch. Now, I also see people who will extend the left leg out. I'm not really sure why, other than it's fun, but if you want to do that, feel free to do that. And then breathe. So close the eyes again. The first, I shouldn't say again because I haven't said this class, but the first kind of practice of yin is to find the appropriate depth. So you're not going to go so deep that you can't hold this position for amount of time. And that's the second one, is that we hold these positions for at least 90 seconds. After a minute and a half, we start to get into the deeper healing layers. So find a position that you can hold and then be there, right? Once you're there, commit to it. Try not to fidget, try not to look around, try not to even move. And when you notice you want to, that's the beginning of your yoga practice because you're now uncomfortable. How can you manage that discomfort? Lots of different tools, but the tool we use again and again is the breath. It clears the mind, it calms the body, it unites all the systems of the body, the cardiovascular system, the respiratory system, the nervous system, all coming in harmony to heal, to calm, to de-stress. But if we give up at that first kind of inkling of wanting to come out, then our ego just won. We didn't grow. We didn't push our boundaries. We didn't learn anything. So breathe. It's just 5 more breaths. Relax your jaw for 4. And close the eyes for 3. For 2. For 1. Keep exhaling, 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 and slowly transition out. I like just to kind of sit down and saddle and roll the shoulder out or just pause for a moment. You might feel a little lightheaded from the deep breathing. And we'll come into the other side. So left arm comes high, reach it up, 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 and then weave it through and under. Again, either left ear will come to the mat or you'll start to square the shoulders off, bringing the forehead towards the earth. If you want to extend the right leg out, you can do that as well, but you might not be able to hold that the entire time. So maybe you want to do a combination of the two. And it's always nice to scan the body and notice where the tension or the stress has started to creep in. You know, it's subtle. It's not like it's bam, it hits us and we know where it is. Stress especially. So many people, I'm not stressed, I'm not stressed, I'm not stressed. And then all of a sudden, you know, it stops them, it hits them. That's why heart attacks, #1 killer. mostly of men because they don't go to the doctor, but you know, it's stress. Stress is the #1 factor in disease and sickness, in a weak immune system. And we live in a very stressful life, even before this was going on. United States, the doers, the producers, go, 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 do, more, bigger, 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 the American dream. I won't really get started on that, but you know, maybe that's what this space is created for. So we can go inward, so we can slow down, so we can allow our bodies to heal on a cellular level. And it's one thing to take a bath or get a massage, but the brain, it needs a break. Meditation is the only time the brain gets a break, I promise you that. Not even in sleep. Our mind is one of the busiest times in sleep. So you have to cultivate the space to slow the thoughts down and know and trust, not the yogis, but trust the leading universities that are all saying the same thing. Stress is killing us. Younger, quicker. So what's the answer? Yoga, 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 meditate, meditate, meditate. Carve out time each and every day to things that bring you joy, peace, and surrender. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Again, just slowly come out, maybe sit back and saddle or child's pose, whatever one serves you. Close the eyes and rest. 2 breaths. One breath. Go ahead and come up to a seated position. We're going to take 90-90, so we'll take our pigeon seated. So options. Before you get started, maybe look up at your screen. What I see a lot is the foot kind of like crisscross applesauce. That's not what we're doing. We want our shins parallel. We want our feet, see how my feet are hanging off of my legs? My ankle's on my knee, my knee's on my ankle. It's not like this, right? So stacking shins. If that's unavailable, maybe your knee's up. That's okay. Try to sit up tall, relax the shoulders, and maybe just press the knee down, okay? If you're nowhere near that, that's all right too. Extend that bottom leg out. Again, though, the ankle's on the quad, not the foot, right? So ankle, and then just work the knee down. All right, so if you're in the position, you're with me, you can stay seated or hinge forward. If the knees bother you or maybe are a little iffy, just flex your feet. Anytime the feet are flexed, your knees are engaged and those muscles are protected. So you can't strain them when they're in flexion. So relax the shoulders, relax the forehead, relax the jaw. Maybe you let the palms come up just in a receiving notion, maybe even bringing that index and thumb together. Gyan Mudra. Maybe the palms are down, maybe you need to ground yourself. I think grounding is important right now, getting outside, getting your bare feet in the grass and the sand in our beaches that are being closed tomorrow. Maybe get out there today and just walk the beach, absorb her energy. She truly is a healing component to where we live. The sun, not for hours on end, but 15, 20 minutes a day. Get out there, bare skin. Get that vitamin D. Breathe the fresh air. Remember that we're living, we're alive, we're creators, we're light healers, we're truth seekers, we're loving, compassionate beings that crave connection and unity with others, not identification and separateness and alienation, and people giving other people dirty looks because they cough or they sneeze like they're an alien or a foreign object on our planet. We need connection more than anything. We need to come together in unity and as one more than anything. Of course, while respecting social distancing. I hate that word now. But, you can connect by smiling at someone. So many people are walking around with mean mugs. Put me in a bad mood. You absorb their energy. It's important not to absorb other people's energy either. It's kind of hard right now. But just be aware of it. Notice when you've taken on somebody else's shit. Notice when it's your own shit. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Keep exhaling. Don't get up yet. Exhale, exhale, exhale. And slowly switch other side. Stay with me, guys. We're almost there. I got a great reading to read to you. We got a lovely little Shavasana time. All right, so same thing. Try to stack the shins. If it's a no-go, just straighten that leg out. Eventually, you're going to work the knee down. Progress, progress. This whole practice is just a progression. It's not an event. It's not a place you achieve a perfection, but it's a practice. The moment you stop practicing it, you lose it. All right, so again, relax the shoulders, the jaw. When you're ready, hinge forward if you did on the other side. Maybe this time you switch the palms. So if they were up before, maybe take them down. But relax your head, relax your jaw, close the eyes. See if you can focus on the breath. See if you can stay fully concentrated for just 5 breaths. I usually get to like breath 2, and then I'm like, oh wait, what am I doing? And that's how distracted we are. Maybe you're off a little bit better than me, but just notice. And again, scan the body. Where are you tense? Where are you tight? What can you let go? What can you let go of within? What are you holding on to? When we're attached, it creates a desperation, a rigidness, a grasping. Maybe we start practicing saying, I don't know anything. I'm just here experiencing the moment for what it is and making the best of that. When we find ourselves getting upset with somebody, maybe that's just a projection of us getting upset with ourselves. Taking time to evaluate that and to ask, is it really worth getting upset with? One of the best lessons my mom ever taught me was to pick your battles. I definitely didn't know what that meant when I was a teenager. Everything was a battle. But I learned it real quick with my daughter. Some things just aren't worth speaking about, arguing about, correcting, making a big deal. So choose your battles. We only have a certain amount of energy. And as we open our eyes, we start to give that energy away. Well, how do you replenish your energy? What do you do? Yoga? Hanging with friends? Walking the beach? Which I guess we have to do virtually now. Taking a bath, eating a nice, nutritious meal, watching a good movie. Sleeping in. Things to nurture, to heal. 3 more breaths. 2. 1 more. Stay with it. Exhale. 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 And slowly come up. I'll give you a minute. If there's any other poses you'd like to do, feel free. We are going to stay in a seated position, do some breath work before we take Shavasana. You always have the option to take Shavasana seated as well. So if there is anything you want to do, a straddle, twist, shoelace, frog. We've got about 5 more breaths. Four. 3. 2. 1. So slowly come up to a seated position. Take a couple rounds of breath. We're going to do some Kumbhaka breath. So it's breath retention. We'll hold the breath. We'll hold the breath at the top and the bottom. Now, the hold gets longer as we breathe, so it can get uncomfortable. Just like the positions can create discomfort and you breathe through them, no pun intended, but you're going to hold your breath through it. Just focus on that third eye. Try to hold the focus without reacting, and then we're going to slowly breathe out. So try to control the breath, which I'll explain it as we go. All right, so sit up nice and tall. Move any tension out of the shoulders. Stick the tongue out, get any tension out of the jaw. Let's exhale all the air out. Take a deep inhale. Close the eyes. And then exhale out of the nose. Hold the focus on that third eye as the eyes are closed. And again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This is a great practice to do each morning before bed. Inhale. 5 minutes before bed, 5 minutes when you wake up. Exhale. It is a form of meditation. Inhale. Exhale. Well, it's pranayama, but pranayama, breath work, is a form of meditation. Okay, again, inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll begin to hold. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Exhale for 8, slow, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, exhale, 5, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Okay, one more, last time. Inhale, big breath. Hold the breath. Take another sip of air in. Relax your shoulders and your jaw. Hold, 10. One more sip of air in. Hold for 5. Open your mouth, sigh it out, let it go. And we'll come into rest now. So you can stay right here or take Shavasana. I will pull us out in about 5 minutes. I'll read something at the end and end class that way. So I encourage you to stay for this. This is the best part. Even if you're totally distracted and there's tons of noise, you can still focus. You can still concentrate the mind. If you're fully in a space that's nice and peaceful, then your job is to practice being still. No distractions pulling you out. So just practice being still. No fidgeting. Relax the jaw, the shoulders, the eyelids, the eye socket. You can hold that focus at that third eye. Let the breath settle, natural rhythm. Just experience the softness within you. As the mind pulls you out, just bring it back. Don't give up. Like a tug of war contest. But you win. Don't let the ego win. Stay in the state of concentration. Coming back to that intention, that mantra you held for yourself. I am. The most powerful mantras you can repeat to yourself. I'm going to read something. The author is unknown. I tried to read it this morning, but we had some issues. So it's a conversation between yourself and God. It says replace God with it, whatever works for you. So, hey God, hello. I'm falling apart. Can you put me back together? I would rather not. Why? Because you aren't a puzzle. What about all of the pieces of my life that are falling down onto the ground? Let them stay there for a while. They fell off for a reason. Take some time and decide if you need any of those pieces back. You don't understand. I'm breaking down. No, you don't understand. You're breaking through. What you are feeling are just growing pains. You're shedding the things, the people, the systems in your life that are holding you back. You aren't falling apart. You're falling into place. Relax. Take some deep breaths and allow those things you don't need anymore to fall off of you. Quit holding on to the pieces that don't fit you anymore. Let them fall off. Let them go. Once I start doing that, what will be left of me? Only the very best pieces of you. I'm scared of changing. I keep telling you, you aren't changing. You're becoming. Becoming who? Becoming who I created you to be. A person of light and love and charity and hope and courage and joy and mercy and grace and compassion. You are fearless. I made you for more than the shallow pieces you've decided to adorn yourself with, that you cling to with such greed, gluttony, jealousy, fear. Let those things fall off of you. I love you. Don't change. Become. Become, become, become who I made you to be. I'm going to keep telling you this until you remember it. There goes another piece. Yes, just let it be. So I'm not broken? No. But you are breaking like a new dawn. It's a new day. Become. So thank you, yogis and yoginis, for allowing me to guide you this evening. And, I think that message is so important because we're perfect as we are. We don't need to change or shift. But we need to move through the things that are here in front of us right here and right now. And that's every day, even once this passes. As a yogi, we have this beautiful practice of awareness. And once it's turned on, you can't turn it off. And through that practice of awareness, we almost have an obligation to go out there into the world and be the change. I can't say it enough. I have it tattooed on my arm. The world, the society that we live in needs it more than anything. Be the change. Whatever you want the world to look like, go out and be that. Don't talk about people not doing it. Don't judge others for not doing it. That's being the problem. Go be the solution. Be a person of light, of love, of laughter, of peace, of stillness, of strength, of stability. Namaste.
Namaste. Hi, everybody. Joke reading. Yeah. Hey, Jamie.
Hi!
Who's that? Girl.
She went, dope reading. All right, good class, yogis.